Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV and to a Thursday ramble. And today's ramble is about Rustival. So on the 28th September 2024 we'll be returning to the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire for Rustival 2. So Rustival has been organised by iDriver Classic, Hubnut, Furious Driving and Miss Hubnut. And after the success in March, we're hosting it all over again. So that gives me a bit of a conundrum. What car will we take to Rustival on the Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV fleet? Well, today I'm going to reveal that car. So we'll just have a walk round. And I'm going to reveal the car right now. It's the Cactus. Twisted the Cactus is going to Rustival in September. So why don't we get into the car and I'll tell you why I'm taking this car to Rustival. So the reason why the Cactus is going to Rustival in September is because the Escort has been moved on from the fleet. It wasn't a decision I was wanting to take lightly, but due to the Department of Work and Pensions not paying us our full universal credit and an impending vet bill that came up at the same time back in April, unfortunately, and after a hard think about it, we sold the Escort. And I've sort of been keeping quiet about it for the last sort of month or so because I didn't really want to talk about it. As I said, it was quite a hard decision to make. But I think it was the right decision to make. So that's probably why you've seen things on the channel change. We were meant to be going to full on Ford back at the end of April. Well, that became the Drive It Day with the Citroen Car Club and the Citroen Car Club meet that we had back in Kirkintilloch. Was a couple of reasons why we changed certain things on the channel. So what's going to happen going forward? Well, it's not going to stop me looking at maybe another retro car of some description. I'm maybe just taking a break for now. I maybe come back to another retro car later in the year. If I was to get another retro car, then I'm thinking I'd be going Citroen. So another itch I want to scratch is a Citroen Berlingo or a Saxo. Is another couple of Citroens I'd quite like to try out. But I'm not ruling anything out. It might not be this year, it might be into next year. I'd love to take an older car to Rustival, but the ethos of Rustival is everyone is accepted, regardless of what you drive. So you could drive a Ferrari and you can drive a £200 banger. Everyone is welcome. There's no snobbery to Rustival. So, did I enjoy owning the Escort? Simple answer is yes. It was an itch I wanted to scratch for a long time. I'd always wanted an Escort since I was a Mark V Escort since I was about 7 years old. And I finally got that chance last year to scratch that itch. I enjoyed every adventure we had in that car. Even we put 3,000 miles on that car from October to April, and I really enjoyed every minute of it. The trips the trips we made down. We made 2 trips down south within a couple of weeks each other. That's where the bulk of the mileage actually went. Over 1,000 miles in just over 2 weeks. And it never missed a beat. The car never missed a beat at all. I was a bit wary taking a 30-year-old car on a road trip, but it performed magnificently. And I wouldn't hesitate on getting another retro car and doing the same thing again. So, yeah, it's a bit bittersweet and a bit sombre, but I'm glad I did the experience. And I think as a car enthusiast, there is itches you have to scratch. There's other cars you maybe want to try and scratch that itch. So as I said, I've got my next itch would be like a Berlingo, but there's other makes of cars I'd quite like to try as well. That could happen. But as I said, I've not got a time set on it. When I'll be looking at getting a retro, it'd just be something. If it comes up at the right time, then I probably would. But at the minute, I'm happy with what I've got for now. We'll just let the finances recoup a wee bit, because that was a bit of a sickener. The DWP not giving us the full amount of universal credit, and you can't help things like pets falling ill. You have to pay these vet bills, and it was. And the last few months did really hit us quite hard with vet bills. We've got 2 cats. One cat's a year old. She was ill just before Christmas, so that was £1,000 vet bill. And you take that money out, and well before Christmas, we also suffered cars failing MOTs as well. So you had this failing its MOT in November, then you had the Fabia failing its MOT in January. So our finances did get hit a bit. But that's the nature of the beast. These things happen. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. So, if you're going to Rustival on the 28th of September 2024, I'll be in the Van den Pla parking with the Cactus. Unless another retro comes along in that time, or another itch I want to scratch. I'm just trying to think what else is coming up shortly. We'll be heading at the end of May, on the bank holiday weekend. We'll be heading along to the Citroen Car Club National Rally down in Weatherby Racecourse. So I think that's the northern region, so we're heading to there. Just trying to think what else is coming up. June, we've got a couple of events in June. We have Bangers and Flash at Craigton Country Park at the start of the month. I think that's the 9th of June. Again, I would have taken the escort to that, but the Cactus is going to do. And at the end of June, we've got the Moffat Classic Car Show. Again, I'll be going with the Citroen Car Club, but I'll endeavour to do traumatic walkarounds at both these events. We had a really good, successful traumatic walkaround at Clean Scene just at the weekend, and I'd quite like to do a couple more traumatic walkarounds. Both these events, the Moffat Car Show and the Bangers and Flash, they'll form part of our Sunday service series. We're also going to continue on our Bring Back Max Power. That's getting closer. That's in July, and I'll maybe make an announcement about what's happening for Bring Back the Max Power Reunion show in 2025 in a future episode. And I appreciate you following along that series. That seems to have been another hit. Just me looking at a Max Power magazine. Anyway, that's just a little update. So we're going back to Rustival in September. Later this month, we'll be doing the Citroen Car Club Northern Rally, and we'll be doing Bangers and Flash in June, and then the Moffat Car Show. But that's just a little update, a little channel update, ramble, what's happened to the Escort, going to Rustival. Anyway, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and I'll catch you in a future episode very soon. Farewell.